Okay, welcome back class. Now in this video, in this module, we are basically going to discuss mind your own business. Okay, the rich focus on their asset columns while everyone else focuses on their income statements. Again, the rich focus on their asset columns while everyone else focuses on their income statements. Now the primary reason the majority of the poor and the middle class are fiscally conservative is that they have no financial foundation. They have to cling to their jobs and play it safe. They can't afford to take risks. Okay. Parents need to teach young people this before they leave home so that they understand what a true asset is and won't find themselves trapped in a lifestyle of debt. Now, according to Robert Kiyosaki, real assets fall into the following categories. Businesses that don't require your presence, stocks, bonds, income generating real estate, royalties from intellectual property such as music, scripts, and patents, anything else that has value, products, incomes, or appreciates and has a ready market. Okay, now let's have a look at some of the moments. The left hemisphere moment, the right hemisphere moment, and the subconscious moment. Let's see what's in the left hemisphere moment. We're talking about the brain over here. When assets generate enough income to cover luxuries, that's when you can buy them. The right hemisphere moments. Think creatively about what your business is. It's not your profession. Your business and your profession are two separate things. Learn to appreciate and learn to differentiate between these two, your business and your profession. Subconscious moment. Acquire the type of assets you love because you will take better care of them and enjoy learning about them. Like if a person loves real estate and he wants to buy it as an asset, he will love it because he or she can read about real estate all day long. So they are going to better take care of their business, their assets, and their assets are going to grow if you love them. Okay, let's see what was Robert saying. To become financially secure, a person needs to mind their own business. You should always mind your own business rather than poking your nose in here and there or in other people's businesses. It's always great to mind your own business, focus on your own work, focus on your own financial education and financial literacy. The rich focus on their asset columns while everyone else focuses on their income statements. The rich is more focused on the asset columns, whereas everyone else is concerned how much income they are generating. Financial struggle is often directly the result of people working all their lives for someone else. Many people will simply have nothing at the end of their working days to show for their efforts. Now, one of the main reasons the net worth is not accurate is simply because the moment you begin selling your assets, you are taxed for the gains. Another important distinction is that rich people buy luxuries last, while poor and the middle class buy luxuries first. The poor and the middle class, the difference between rich and the poor and the middle class is that the poor and the middle class, they buy their luxuries first. When they earn money, they start buying luxuries and they have little left to save or invest. Whereas the rich, they buy their luxuries in last. First of all, they save and then they invest. And then they think of buying the luxuries. Okay, the poor and the middle class buy luxuries with their own sweat, blood, and their children's inheritance. Again, the poor and the middle class buy luxuries with their own sweat, blood, and their children's inheritance. Okay, now let's have a look at some of the additional questions. Now what you have to do, you have to go through the questions and try to answer on your own. This is a self-reflection exercise in order to enhance your financial education. Are the assets that you are acquiring the type that you love? If not, how can you change that? What is a time you bought a luxury that your cash flow couldn't justify? What is a time you did so when it could justify the purchase? Compare how you felt in both these situations, both at the moment of purchase and later. Have there been people in your family who have spent their lives working for someone else only to end up with nothing? What would you have advised them if you could? Okay, let's have a look at some of the term definitions. Bond. A debt security in which the authorized issuer owes the holder a debt and is obliged to repay the principal and interest at a later date. Term maturity. Entrepreneur. Someone who creates a system to offer a product or service in order to obtain a profit. Entrepreneurs are willing to accept a level of risk to pursue an opportunity and are viewed as fundamentally important in a capitalistic society. Financial statement. A statement of your income, expenses, assets and liabilities. Your report card when you leave school and what your banker wants to see before lending you money. Stock. The capital raised by a corporation through the distribution of shares is basically a stock.